Hello everybody and welcome to my bedroom and welcome to the first part of the LEGO Concorde build. Now let me know what the audio settings are like. I've got some music on as well. I thought it might help liven up the experience. It's the Half-Life soundtrack and the Half-Life 2 soundtrack after that and the Half-Life Alyx soundtrack after that. I like Half-Life music. I've had to adjust my my microphone positioning and stuff, so hopefully it's still loud enough. Okay, I can up the volume of the music. That might be a little bit better. But yeah, so I'm going to be here building the Concorde. I'm sure this will take a few parts, but I've actually set it up properly. I have all of the bags in numbered order, going from up there down to all the way down to here. There are 21 of them, comprising of well over 2,000 pieces, which is somewhat terrifying. I'm sure it will take me a while to get this built. But yeah, what else to do but to get cracking? So hopefully this will be a bit less disorganised, more organised than the last LEGO stream. Yes, we will race the next LEGO sets, 100%. Also, everyone make sure you congratulate Amy on hitting 4,000 subscribers. We are all very, very proud and very excited for what surprises she might have in store to celebrate that. No idea what it could be. Now I'm going to get the first bag and we're going to get started. Now, again, I'm going to have to turn away a bit from the microphone to build the Lego. So let me know if I need to up my microphone volume or something like that. I'll keep an eye on chat. I have it big up on screen here. Also, it's my hand and the fox. I like the fox. I can't point. Yes, I'm going to get the bag. We'll get started. I also have a tray, which I thought might be a good idea, because, you know, otherwise all the pieces end up on the ground. Off to a perfect start. That was not English in the slightest. I can, yes, I can. Right, so we're here with bag one. I've got a little brick separator. I'll keep that over here on my desk next to my glass of water. You should also be able to see chat on the side, but it is slightly obscured by a fox. So let me move that over to here. That might be a better position. Also, my chat widget seems to just work when it feels like it, and I have no way of controlling that. So do with that information what you will. Right, instructions. Step one. Red brick, white brick. Put them together. Wait, no, I've done it wrong immediately. What? Oh, like that. Snap. That is our first Lego pieces put together. Yes, I am, and it doesn't really work. But it's fine. That's our first piece is complete. Now, next we need to get two long ones, but are they like the long? Oh, no. Next is one of these and two of these. Put these together on the side here. That's the wrong piece. I might just be able to shift the camera slightly actually to make it a bit easier to see what I'm doing, but still keep my beloved fox in stream, in frame even. It's just, I put it on the wrong way round. I've literally cocked up the first piece that I had to apply in this entire set. I truly am the smartest of individuals. Oh, I'll take a look at that one then. It was supposed to work, but apparently not. I've got to get these 1, 2, 5. Are these 10? Yes, 2 10 pieces. There's the other one. And four circular. Ah, they're in this little bag here. My house, or my room, is going to be such a tip after after this stream. I'm not even going to be able to finish it in one stream, which is somewhat worrying because I'm going to have to put it all away for later. That's the right piece. That's 4 of those. Okay, so each one of these has 2 of these underneath it. Hopefully you can somewhat see that. So I've got to do this twice, and that will somehow make the Concorde eventually. Oh, this Lego set. I used to be very much into Lego, and I kind of stopped being so into Lego, and now seeing this piece has made me very much into Lego again, or this set. So I've been so excited, waiting for the right time to build this. Right, we have a start. That is officially a piece of the Concorde, like a a part of it. You know what I mean? And we're on to page 2. I need 2 90-degree right angle pieces. That is 90 degrees is a right angle. 1 blue, well there is only one of these blue little fixer things. I mean, yeah, I have no idea where I'm actually going to keep this thing. Like, I haven't, because it's so much bigger than even I thought. Just seeing the box, I was like, oh, I've messed up. I'm really going to have to start moving things around my room simply to make room for it. But I don't care. I think that's acceptable to me. Right, so we're putting all these together. Hey, John. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I would hope that chat is also doing all right. So next up, I might just put the instructions over there because you guys can't read the instructions from there anyway. So I may as well move them slightly out of the way. In fact, if I put chat, that's not chat. If I put chat over there, then you can read because you're on the bookcase, not bookcase. Thing, wardrobe. I might move this slightly over there and then over there, and then I can move forward, and that's more comfortable in some way. Right, so I need 2 little yolks that go on the edges here. This would be a lot more helpful if I had like a head cam or something. But alas, I need 2 long flat pieces that go... Ah, no, I need to put some drop bits over there. Also, I've never had a Lego set where I open up like the instruction thing and it's contained in its own little cardboard container, and it's basically a book. Like you could write a thesis on the contents of this. I genuinely think there's so much writing in it. Again, let me know what the audio settings are like now I'm actually over here building. If I need to tweak stuff, let me know. If the music's too loud or whatever. This is, what do we think that this is? What wing assembly? Or like the bottom of the fuselage or something? No idea. It's quite wide though. If this is a widthways thing, or is this going to be a lengthways thing, and it basically just tells me to make another one? No, I don't have enough of the bricks. Oh, okay. Right, so now I've got to make 2 very long pieces. I believe these are the very long ones. Yeah, I think these are the ones I'm going to guess. With 4. Oh my god. I guess once I've applied these, I'll be able to see if these are the right length. So each one of these uses 4 of the. I'm guessing that this is like the fuselage and the bottom of the wings. Oh, the base of the delta wing. That could be. Yeah. The mic is directional. It's unfortunate. Hopefully people can still hear me. It's just this isn't a mic that's set up for this really. I'm trying to do it the best I can. I didn't actually ever see a Concorde fly. I was born before Concorde went out of service by about 2 weeks. But I never saw one fly, unfortunately, which is very sad because to me it is the coolest plane ever built ever. But oh well. No use dwelling on it. Not like I cry myself to sleep over it every night. Wouldn't be me. So that links over there. And on this side, this has got to be like the base of the delta wing or something. Why aren't you going in? There we go. It's a bit flimsy because it's so long, because it's so wide and so long. Ah, well I've got to do more. I need 4 more of these. Go 1. Saw the last flight into Barbados. Wow, that's cool. And then got 2 more of these pieces. A bit unwieldy this. Is this, if this is the width of this thing, oh, this is probably the width of it, isn't it? This is going to be absolutely impossible to find space for in my bedroom. It's going to be completely Oh, I gotta stop my neck from cramping. It's going to be completely unfittable, which is a word that I've just made up. Imagine if you get right to the end, you realise you have one spare piece that you're not supposed to have. That's actually quite a realistic possibility, being me, so I don't really want to think about it. Right, that looks correct. Next, 2 more very long boys. I think. Oh no, 2 of these. And then I should be able to apply, I believe it's these very long boys that go all... Ah, okay, so I apply... The music's a little intense for what's happening at the moment, but... Yep, okay, that's the correct one. So, those pieces... And then that piece. That's all. I need 2 yellow dots. I'm guessing what part of this is, like it's the bottom of the wing section or something, but I can't see it in my head, you know? Like I can't picture in my head where this would actually be on the construction, even if I think I can guess whereabouts it is. I guess that's the beauty of LEGO, you kind of see it all slowly come together. Oh, I've got a Concorde fact! Oh wait, it says which direction you're building. What? Which direction are we building? Building the entire wing of the LEGO Concorde sideways allowed us to make it thinner and lighter and catch. Is the whole wing sideways? Huh. I must remember not to miss the little fun facts that I did when I was making the bonsai. The bonsai. Is it bonsai or bonsai? I need a little drop piece here. And another here. Now I know that Gliska also has one of these. I believe she started on it. I don't know if she's finished it yet. But I'd be interested to know how long that takes her, because the friend of mine who got me this, who was supposed to be able to get it early, but things came up, he got one for himself as well, and because you know the opportunity was there, he may as well. And he made it with his girlfriend. It took I think 7 hours, but that was 2 of them. But with a project like this, I never really know if having 2 people would help or hinder. You know, like I don't know if trying to explain. I feel like personally, if the other person didn't get it completely, it would just be a waste. You know, it would take more time. And maybe it's fun. I'm not saying that people don't build Lego competitively. It's not like you're building it to be the fastest person to build it. But I do feel like it would probably take more time than it would save making it with someone else. I could be wrong. Next, I've got to do. So I'm putting 2 of these little grabby boys over here. And then one little bit in the middle. And then another one of these on top. So I'm making a little kind of... You will be? What? You will be what? Yeah, there's that. That's threatening. Oh, I've got to do that twice. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't remember what I was talking about. You will be a hindrance, yes. Oh, racing, yes. Not. Oh, yes, not for this one, but we will be racing in future, yes. Sorry, I talk and then I forget what I say. So I've got... That goes there, and this one goes there. Make sure it's all kind of structurally sound-ish. Sam's going to say some pun related to that in chat, isn't he? If he's still here. Which, no offence if you're not, I'm not going to be... I know this isn't what I normally stream. I'm not going to be offended if people have other things that they are doing. Watching Lego being built is not everyone's cup of tea, especially when the person building Lego is stupid. But yeah, I would be interested to see whether having someone else with you while you're building it does actually help or hinder. I guess we'll see how long it takes me compared to the kind of 7 hours-ish it took him. Wait, is this... I was thinking that this was like the bottom of the wing. Like, this was the kind of support and then it would go off here. But I think this is the actual wing itself. I think it's going to be like this. Like the delta wing, and then it slowly goes in to a point. That's my guess as to what this is. Right, well, we have finished one bag. I've got three spare pieces. I probably should have got myself... I'm going to go grab a cup just to put the spare pieces in. So I'll be back in 2 seconds, because I probably should have done that in advance. But you fight amongst yourselves, in fact. I'll be back in just 1 second. Well, more than 1 second, but you know what I mean. Okay, while I was downstairs, I figured it actually made more sense to use a little bag, because a cup can be knocked over quite easily. So this is our little bag. I have more trays, by the way, there, in case I need more for like separate stuff going on. It's Coke. It's always Coke. Pepsi is disgusting. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that anyone would hold the opinion that Pepsi is better than Coke. Onto bag 2, and because I ordered this like some sort of genius, they do not. I should probably do that less violently, otherwise I'm going to launch bits of brick everywhere. This has some strange pieces. They don't taste identical. If they... I just did as predicted. It's okay, I found it. Right. So we start off this one with 8 of these. So I'm going to build one side first, so I know what I'm doing the other side. And then there's that, and then there's the big long flat one. Hope you're enjoying the choice of music. I chose it number 1 because I hope it doesn't get copyright strike, and number 2 because I love the half-right sound. And I have to put a final tiny little... Yeah, I am guessing they take... yeah, I'm now fairly certain that this is the delta wing that I'm making. I'm going to have to give it like a big squeeze at the end to make sure all the pieces are locked down together. He says doing it now rather than at the end. I have a feeling my neck's going to hurt after I finish this stream, because I have terrible posture and I need a new chair. I mean, I was actually thinking I was going to ask for some advice about chairs. If anyone does have any good advice about what sort of chairs are good for posture and sitting for long periods of time, like I do, then feel free to leave it. But I have also been, or leave it down. and I will give it a read. But I have also been perhaps given the opportunity to have. This isn't something that's set in stone yet. I don't know. So it might not end up happening. But the opportunity to have my new chair as the seat of a Saab 99 Turbo, which would be very cool if possible. But who knows? It might not end up happening. But it might end up happening. You know, that's how possibilities work. So we shall see. Right. So this is, I'm guessing, Delta Wing. Big. I love the fact that on the instructions it's going off the page. It's literally too big. Right, so I've got to turn this around now to this way. I've got to get 2 blocks. It's these ones. Go like that. And 1 red 2 on top of blue 2. No, blue 4. Something like that. Does it fly yet? I mean, no. No. I'm so sorry to report it does not fly yet. I'm sure you'll be lighting? I'm sure you'll be writing a letter of complaint immediately. Reminder to new people. What on earth is this? I turned over a page and suddenly we're talking in runes. The real Concorde flew perfectly, okay? It had one accident, and that one accident was because of a fucking McDonnell Douglas DC-10, which dropped a piece on the runway, which then punctured the tyre, which went straight into the fuel tank. Which it wasn't the Concorde's fault, all right? It wasn't the Concorde's fault. Okay, I hate the DC-10. It's a stupid plane and it killed the Concorde. Stupid. I mean, it probably would have been phased out anyway because of money, but it would have had a perfectly impeccable safety rating if it wasn't for that stupid plane. Right. Oh, I put them. You're supposed to put them the same direction. Shut up, Amy. Shut up. 9 times would be cool. Yeah, I think the seats they're the old seats and they're apparently newer seats in the car. So they won't be perfect condition, but then again, I will be sitting in them, so if they're perfect condition, I wouldn't want to sit in them, because I'd feel bad. But I've got to do it this way around. I'm constructing some sort of contraption now, I don't really know what it is. Everyone hated the DC-10, it was terrible. Exactly! And the DC-10 didn't deserve to have any sort of success as well, because the DC-10 was worse in every way than the L1011 TriStar, and yet the DC-10 was the one that somehow became effective. I don't understand it. Oh, okay, I've got to put that down and I've got to start on another thing. I guess because it was probably cheaper, but the L1011 TriStar was better. No worries, Amy. Take care. Have a good day, I guess. I don't really know. Maybe I don't want you to have a good day. Maybe I want your day to suck. Huh. Okay, so that just goes through there and slide. Like, this spins round, which probably... I don't know if it's... I guess it's supposed to spin around? Strange.
I don't even care about the money anymore. Christ. I just wanted to feel accomplished or something.
Money Joe likes money bag.
Thank you, CJ Evo, for scaring the absolute shit out of me. It is greatly appreciated. The fear keeps you on my toes, you know. God Almighty. Thank you. It's true. I do like money as much as most people in this world pretend that they don't like money. I'm honest. I do like money. Actually, to be fair, most people are very much admitting of the fact that they like money, but it's also a bit of an embarrassing thing to admit that you like money. Everyone wants to not like money, but everyone likes money. You know? I have no idea what I'm talking about, to be completely honest. Right, that's correct. And I've got to do that twice. Okay, so I've got to make another one of these. Cool. Okay, a little bit confusingly not worded, but diagrammed. Not diagrammed. Diagrammed. I'm sure you people know exactly what I'm talking about, right? That, and I'm going to hold that going through that. Oh, okay. Streamlabs did not work. Thank you, Amy, for the one gifted membership that has gone to Corey. Some flopper hearts in chat for both of you. It is very much appreciated. You're too kind. I think you were expecting a scare there, and it didn't come through. Sorry to disappoint. I've got to tie my hair up. 1 second. Actually, I can leave it down. It's not getting it. No, it's going to annoy me. Yeah, apology. Well, I guess to be fair, when it does eventually come through in 2030 or whatever, it will probably still scare me then. Or maybe it won't come through at all. To be fair, Streamlabs can do that. Right, so I have these two now. These two little things. And I have to attach them to the other thing that I made. Like... so? Question mark? Like so? Like so, he says? Not... Ah! There we go. So now I have two twisty things. Okay, Streamlabs has completely died. Let me try nope. Okay, well I'll have to read this one out manually. Thank you, More Cowbell, for the £2.69 donation, saying we built an Air France Concorde out of a Renault 21 Turbo, and that did a 24-hour of Lemons race with it. Bloody great car. I do remember, I think, seeing that on your Twitter or whatever. Send me a picture, or send a picture to the Discord, and I'll have another look. See, I seem to remember it looked absolutely brilliant in a very hilarious way. And thank you also to CJ Evo for also becoming a member. It is very much appreciated. Flopper hearts in chat. You should have access to some more emojis and some exclusive videos if you have a look on the channel. I don't know why Streamlabs isn't doing its job. Maybe it will come through and scare me at some point later. Well, maybe that is its job, to be fair. I have no idea what I'm building now. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say the landing gear, maybe, because it's got wheels. I can't really think what else would have wheels, but who knows, really. And then I attach this to... what on earth? Wait, no, but... what? But it's locked in place, so the wheels don't... you have to put this in a way that makes the wheels not even... like the spinny bits not even spin. Which is something I'm actually having quite a bit of difficulty with. Let me try. Ah, there we go. Okay, well I don't have the faintest clue what this is now then. I mean, this bit still spins, but... no idea. Not a clue. I've just made a contraption now, basically. This looks like something that Avery would make in her spare time. And then I've got to add... I do not understand what I'm supposed to be making right now. Now I need two... need that and 2 of those facing down. Maybe this will become clear at some point, but right now it does not, because I've just made basically like, it looks like that little bastard from Borderlands. I think. I don't remember. And that goes on there, and it slides apparently. Ah, okay. Well, no, that makes sense. The next step is putting these blue pieces on that lock it, so it can't slide. Actually, probably still could if I used it as a force. And then 2. Does anyone have the faintest idea what I'm building right now? Because what on earth is that? Like, genuinely. What could this be? Pics on Discord now. Let me have a look. That is brilliant. Let me just. I want to get this on stream. How do I guess I can just. If I just put this to the top, you can see what a beautiful, beautiful creation. That is incredible. Look, I'm guessing you had to take the snoot off for racing, but still, what a machine! That is it's absolutely beautiful. Oh wow! Well done. I love that thing. I do have it set to run ads every once in a while, basically because YouTube will run ads anyway on the streams, and if I set it to run ads for me, then at least the money goes to me. Basically, it will run anyway, so I may as well. Have I cocked this up somehow? Because I'm supposed to put a ball in there that I assume is supposed to turn these, but these don't turn. I can't have done, can I? I'm a little bit concerned now. I love this song, this is a banger. Is that supposed to be able to spin? Because I don't see how it can. Right, I'll just keep building, I'll see. I might have to dismantle some of this if I've popped out. I hope I haven't cocked that. I hope I haven't cocked that. Then this goes on the end. Apologies, I'm using all my brain power. Oh no, wait. I can rotate the little black bit on top by rotating this, but then it stops because the thing below can't rotate. So that, I might have actually done it correctly. Right, so this is, I'm just comparing my contraption to the contraption, how it's supposed to look. That does look correct. And I now have to attach it, well, I guess I'm attaching it now, and we'll see how it works. See if it works. In. Right. Well, that is the contraption I've made, and if you spin this bit, then it spins a bit. That's what it seems to be able to do. I don't know. I'm assuming that's correct. I'm just going to go with the thought that that's correct for now, and we will. If I'm proven otherwise, then I'll just cry for 1,000 years, I guess. Right, and now we're back to building wing. I guess you could say I'm winging it. Sorry, that was bad. Again, I was hoping he would be here, so I could thank, obviously say it while he was here, but yeah, he might be busy, he might not want to watch the stream, that's perfectly fine. But a massive thanks to Robot for completing the funding of this. There are a few other people I believe that funded it, and obviously this is very much appreciated as well, but thank you, not mostly, but thank you to Robot for finishing the funding that allowed me to get this to build. Because, goodness me, Lego is expensive. I mean, I thought Lego was expensive as a kid, but you become an adult and you think, wow, Lego is still expensive. Right, let me pop that down. So I've got to swivel it around so it's this way. So then I've got to... Oh. Right. Well, I thought that these kind of ridgy, bumpy bits were going to be the bits that attach to wherever this attaches. But it seems that they're not. They are just going to be covered up. They're just ridges on the wing. Because for each one, I'm making, I don't even know how many, 4 or 5 of these, which cover up every single one of these things. 6 of them, 6. Okay, I'm somewhat, I thought I was seeing the vision, and I guess I'm not entirely seeing the vision, but I trust it. I'm sure it will work out fine in the end. With my I would say building skills. With my building, let's just finish with building. No idea what kind of progress I'm making time-wise. I don't know if I've done 2 bags out of 21. It's been 40 minutes. This is not going to be a 2-stream affair. This is going to be a 3-stream affair, maybe even a 4-stream affair. That's 5 and the 6th. And then I put these onto the actual wing itself. Okay, interesting. I'm sure it will look good in the end. I'm just perplexed as to the choices. Oh, Robot, you appeared just on time. I was literally just thanking you for this. It is very much appreciated. I am trying my best, not making the quickest of progress, but I'm enjoying it. Nice to have a more challenging set. Just hoping that I've done it all right. Ridgy bumpy bits, she cried as she waved her wooden leg in the air. I thought that was going to be a joke about Bumpy's bit, but no, we don't need to go there actually. I need to have restraint. That's a part of a wing, I believe. I think. It's now on to bag 3. So put these into our extras bag and grab bag 3. Move that out of the way. I'm going to pour this in just more carefully than before. There's 2 pieces that are stuck in the bag. That's empty, and the little bag as well. there we go. Let's both of those. So next I need 2 triangular. Ah, now we're making the edges of the wing, I think. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, we are, I believe. I believe this is making the edges of the delta wing. So it will go up to a point. I guess it's, I think, it makes sense. It's cool that you'd start with the wing. They are kind of the most iconic thing, I would say, of the Concorde. A Canadian tray. I don't know where this tray is from. We've had it for a very long time, as long as I can remember, really. It's just been kind of a part of the house. But I thought it would be better to have a tray, Canadian or not, than... I mean, this is my tray here. This one in particular is the tray that I always use for when I'm eating and stuff off the tray. But this one's a bit bigger, so I thought I'd use this one primarily. Just a bit of lore. Not like anyone particularly cares. Pieces, Lego. Those are correct, I believe. The bits that you attached are called vortillions. I did not know that. So unfortunately Fiona Sky told me to buy her a Lego. And now, robot, that's not necessary. Restrain yourself. Oh no. Robot, you really do not have to do that. I'm going to have to... I will give it... Also, if you are getting something, I will check Throne in a second, because it doesn't... Streamlabs doesn't seem to be sending me through any notifications. I got one earlier, and that was it. So... I will check it in a sec if it doesn't come through by itself. But this is really not necessary, robot. You are aware that you do not have to. I'm wasting my breath, aren't I? Bonk. But yeah, Streamlabs. I don't know where you're going to put this. That's a worrying thing to hear. Throne. Oh, are you on about the Concorde? Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going to, because it's bloody massive. I mean, this is the width of it, and it's like the width of the tray. And it's 1 metre long from what I've heard. Oh my god. Robot, that was not necessary. Since Streamlabs isn't coming through, it's the hot tub. It's the hot tub. The question that I have more in my heart is how do I explain to my mum that there is a normal reason why we now have a hot tub because of a benefactor? You have ended Amy's 69%. I mean, obviously I appreciate it, especially as the weather's getting colder. That is going to be so nice. I mean, like, so nice. I could blame Amy, actually. That would be quite good. Because my parents do know who Amy is. Obviously, I've been to her house. I'm not just going to go around to some random person's house without even saying who she is. Because that's how you end up with a kidnapped son. But I could blame it on Amy. That is very much possible. You know what you've done. You've done many bad things. You haven't really. You're quite nice. It's quite annoying. Oh, that's too long. That's not the piece we're looking for. I mean, I'm very much excited because it will be very nice and warm. Oh, I'm not going to pawn it off as if it's my gift for my. I'm just like, hey guys, I thought you deserved a hot tub now. That's the. I may be morally corrupt in some ways, but that's not. I'm not going to use robot to get myself out of buying presents, but no, I'm not giving it to Summer. I'm giving it to me. Well, my house. It's the hot tub. Mine. I have a garden. I'm sure there is some room somewhere in the garden for a hot tub. No, well, no, it's not. I'm not saying that she won't be allowed in it. I'm just saying that it will not be. What? So if someone's saying you a hot tub, would you just give it away, Amy? I refuse to accept that. You are not. You are not that. I don't know what I'm trying to say. We do have summer in the UK. Unfortunately, it did just kind of end last week. Well, in fact, we do have a big. We recently got new decking, and there is quite a lot of room on there. So I'm sure there will be the room for it. Yeah, in fact, that should, from what I remember looking at the dimensions, it should fit pretty much perfectly on our new decking. But it's just more. Yeah, well, actually, to be fair, once it gets to winter, that is going to be absolutely blissful. Hey, Geeky, how you doing? But yeah, what I'm hearing Amy say is that she's going to donate everything that she has to people who don't have things. Oh my god. I've got to build a thing. I'm very much aware of the fact that I'm trying to talk to chat at the same time. But I also want to crack on with the Lego because I already know that this is going to take probably, well, from a friend of mine who's made one with his girlfriend. That was 2 of them, and they weren't on stream. Like they weren't talking with anyone. They were just cracking on with it. And in one sitting, it took them 7 hours. And I'm not. Well, I'd rather keep that to around 7 hours, no longer than 7 hours. So I'm trying to. But I will be reading chat as much as possible. I've just broken that piece that I just applied. And I will be reading chat as much as I possibly can. But it may be a little bit of a delay between when the message is sent and when I read it, because I'm hoping to not spend the rest of my life making this piece or making this Lego set. Oh, I keep knocking that one piece off. That doesn't seem particularly secure. Where's the other one? Ah, there it is. Yeah, I'm alright, Geeky. Need to get worms ready for tomorrow. I'll be back later. Why do you have worms? Oh, Amy beat me to the joke. Or just hide it somewhere. Yeah, that is possible. Hide a hot tub. The fox should. Yeah, the fox should have it. I do love that fox so much, though. It's so cuddly. I'm a big. I love foxes in general. Now I'm applying this to. Whereabouts does it go? I think. Oh no! Oh no! That piece broke. Yeah, I don't. This one little grey bit, if you can see on the bottom in particular. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense. This one grey bit at the bottom in particular seems pretty not poor. Well, I guess somewhat poorly designed. It just. I've broken it off at about 4 or 5 times now, so I'm hoping that the position that it's in once it's down and everything isn't going to be stressed or anything, because I do not really want it to fall off more than necessary. Well, at all really, but you know what I mean. The wing is coming into place. That is a lot of water. What? So I've got to turn around, I've got to take this bit off. Oh! So it is supposed to spin the whole time. So I was panicking over nothing, basically. Ah. Well, yeah, but why did it make me put... I guess it was to hold it in position while I built the other stuff around. It could have let me know, though, by the way, you know, we will move it later. Because I was panicking, thinking I'd messed up for the whole time. What phone have you got now, Amy? Because my contract is up in November, and I'm starting to wonder what phone I'm going to replace mine with, because I got a Samsung Z Flip 3, and it was fun for about 2 months, and then started having all kinds of problems, and they wouldn't fix it in without every time they took it to try and fix my phone, they ended up wiping it, which was really annoying, especially when they just didn't fix it properly. I mean, let me show you this. So I have, like, obviously, if I have like the bubbles in the screen every time I bend it, so I don't even really flip it much, but this is the worst bit. Can you see this? The adhesive has failed, and so you can lift it up, and on this one, this top panel as well, you can get your fingernail in it. But yeah, this entire bottom piece is basically close to coming off, and that was the second time. I sent it back to them twice to have them fix it, I say with inverted commas, and both times they wiped my phone, put a bit more adhesive in it, and it didn't seal, and it came unsealed again after 2 weeks. So I just gave up. I just thought, I can't be arsed getting my phone wiped and having to reset everything every single time I send it off to them when they don't even fix the problem. So that was a little bit unfortunate. So I'm not particularly pleased with Samsung, if I'm honest, and I'm somewhat looking for a different phone company to go with. Yeah, it's annoying because I did like the phone. It was a lot of fun, but I don't know. I know it's, you know, new tech, and I took the risk and everything, but I thought it would. I had the screen replaced once under warranty because I closed it on something. I had a bit of something in my pocket, and it went straight through the screen, which is the kind of thing I would expect from a flip phone. Fair enough. I had it replaced. That's fine. But I wasn't expecting it to fail in ways that even normal phones shouldn't be. You know, back peeling off and stuff like that. Oh, we've got a fun fact. Concorde contains 30.6 kilometres or 19 miles of wiring. We opted for several metres of Lego bricks. Fair enough. So yeah, I understand if there are problems, you know, and there have been problems with the fact that, you know, the screen is folding. That's fair enough. I can kind of expect that. But problems that even normal phones with normal screens shouldn't be having was enough to make me not want another Samsung device, really. Yeah, I do remember seeing. I mean, I've been inside the Concorde at Brooklands. I live very close to there, so I've been there many times, and it is very tiny inside. It's a very cramped inside of a plane, but I don't care. It's cool. Robot is very rude. What has Robot done? Robot, are you being rude to Amy? No, you're probably not. You're being nice to Amy, but Amy doesn't allow people to be nice to her because she's a goose. This song was my outro for a very long time, and I do still love it. It's just a bit of a jam, you know. Look in your Throne channel, will do. Yeah, I've heard good. Well, I would say I've heard good things about the new Pixels. I was considering getting a new Pixel. Sorry, I had a burp there. My bad. Did hear good things about them, and then I also heard. Well, I saw one of my friends who got one. Oh, that's a Jesus, damn Robot. Yeah, I can understand, Amy. But. There was I had a friend who got one of the new Pixels, and we went out for drinks, and we were talking about phones and tech because, you know, we're sad little individuals, and they I apologise, they go by they them, and I may have accidentally misgendered there, but they literally put the phone on the table in front of us, and I could watch the battery percentage tick down, like in front of my eyes. It was really. Well, it was just not acceptable for a modern phone, basically. So that kind of put me off wanting one of those. But that might have just been a freak case? I don't know. Obviously I don't have much hands-on experience. I don't really know. Everyone who I know has an iPhone, and as much as I dislike Apple, I can understand when their phones a lot of the time just work. You know, you don't get the best cameras or the best tech or everything, but it just works. So if you can see here, I'm spinning this bit on top, and the little cross things are spinning there. So I assume that will be used for, I'm guessing, the landing gear, just because of where it's positioned on the plane. I could be wrong. Need one of these. And this, yeah, I'm guessing that this is the landing gear assembly. Oh, that's nice, because battery percentage, especially with this, with the flip, I knew that the battery would be, you know, because it can only have half a battery because it flips in the middle. But it has started, especially after a couple of years of degradation. I try and take care of my phones, you know, I don't leave them on charge for hours. I try to, you know, take them off at 80%, 90%, you know, not let them go all the way empty or all the way full. But even then, I'm very much sick of the poor charging performance on this thing. So battery that lasts from when I wake up to when I go to sleep is kind of a bare minimum for me now. You know, for my next device, I'm not going to be accepting anything less than that, really. And I know that Ollie is a big believer, and that's part of the reason why I bought the Flip, is because Ollie basically sold it to me. I know that they're a big believer in the technology, but personally, it's cool, but it's not something for me, really. Where on earth am I putting this? Is it? Oh, it hooks into the ball there. This is weird. Look, so I've got to get this piece, and there's a little ball holder in there. Oh my! And it clicks in there. Odd, but I guess it works. It does the job. But yeah, I'm disappointed by the phone market at the moment in general. I used to get excited about new phone releases, you know, I remember the best phone I've ever had was my Huawei Mate 20 that I still use for video recordings and stuff. You know, whenever I do IRL videos, that's my camera, because it was brilliant and I never had any real complaints. You know, I admit I dropped it, just like I dropped that Lego piece. I dropped it. I assume you can see my head there. I very much apologise for subjecting you to that. But you know, I dropped it a few times. You know, it got cracks and stuff, but it worked perfectly for all those years. The battery is still good. It had plenty of storage. I had no complaints about that phone, and apart from the fact that it started to get quite slow, and that's why I upgraded. But honestly, at this rate, I might end up going back and using it again. Because it was really, and I, you know, I used to get excited about new phone releases. You know, when OnePlus came out with new stuff, I was always looking into that. But now I just don't really care, because as far as what I remember at least, Samsung, they no longer do the Note line, and the Notes are what I used to like. Like I wanted a Note, whatever the latest Note was. There was one when I worked at CEX at the phone shop. You know, there was one of those, and I almost bought it. But it was getting, you know, I didn't want. It was a couple years old by that point already, and the battery life wasn't the best from the tests that I did. But you know, even then, they don't make the Notes anymore, and I liked the Notes, and I would want a Note now, but I just don't. It's just disappointing to see the fact that I guess, you know, it's the bell curve. It's that advancement's slow after a number of years. That's how it works, but it's still disappointing. It's still disappointing to me. Oh, the pieces are getting thin, and there's one piece that okay, no, never mind, I can find it. I thought I couldn't find it. It's my CW810. was in the toilet and the only thing that died was the screen. Oh, fair enough. Oh, I need 2 more of these corner pieces. There's these big orange bits. I don't really know what these go to be. I mean, I assume that they make up the internal structure of the wing, I guess? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Ah, well, we'll find out now. Right, so I need that. Okay, sorry about that. So, these are the engines. That's what I'm building now. My hair's falling down again. I'll have to fix that in just a second because it is irritating me. Problem with having long hair, gets on your nerves. Well, at least it gets on my nerves. So these are the engines now. I didn't expect the engines to be orange, to be completely honest. I'm trying to look at the box now. They don't look particularly orange to me. Maybe they've got covers over them or something. Maybe I'll be covering them in white or black. I can't remember exactly what colour they are, but I did not expect them to be built out of completely orange bricks. Okay, so maybe this is just like the internal structure in the exhaust or something. I've got to make the same but wood. Right. So oh no, I messed that one up. Oopsies. I've got to have room for this weird little black piece. And then on the end. What? Oh, that was somewhat worrying there. So I've got 2 of these. I'm guessing these are, I mean, by the fact that I need to put them on here. But how do I attach them? Ah, these little pieces act as clips. Oh wait, I need to make sure I'm doing the right one. No, that was the wrong one. Oh, it's got to be on the front one. There we go, clips. So they hang slightly over the back of the wheel. And I'm guessing there's 2 more I'm making with the next bag. Yeah, mine is about past. Well, mine's quite a bit past my shoulders now. Actually, I've been meaning to get it cut for a while, but I just it's a big leap of faith to do, to trust it, to trust someone with my hair. I quite like my hair, so I would rather not. I just don't want them to ruin it, basically. So it's somewhat worrying. We're on to bag 4. I mean, time-wise, it's not. We're not making the fastest progress, but at least we're making progress, you know. At least I have more room than last time to do it. Power. Don't read it like that. Sorry, just having some water. Right. Gotta put that there and making delta wing. And I've got to take the little flat pieces to make it all even height. And not drop them. Yeah, I need more coffee, to be honest. I mean, I had a cup of coffee right before I started, but I should have made one for consumption during the stream. I mean, so far, no significant difficulties when it comes to the build, and no cock-ups yet. I just dropped a block. There it is. It's the pain. I should have done this before. Oh yeah, course cover. I completely forgot that you're in New Zealand. Of course, it's very late. Go have your sleep. Well, if you can. I can sympathise. I don't have insomnia, but obviously my girlfriend does suffer quite bad insomnia. Obviously it's not me. I can't sleep sometimes, but that's not insomnia. But I can sympathise with it being quite a pain in the arse. Lego, exactly. We are Legoing. Two boxes. This does slip you to it. I don't want to say it's a little bit flimsy, but it is a little bit. Well, it's the limitation. I just worry about putting too much pressure in the wrong way and breaking it all. Oh god, working 4 hours. Yeah, I'll be honest, there's nothing that I in my last job that I remember hating more than not being able to sleep, whatever, and seeing like alarm ringing in. Alarm will go off in 4 hours or so. As you turn your phone off, it's miserable. What? I've got to do some sort of contraption here. I can't really describe it. I've had to make this, which is a bit odd, but I guess it does the job that it's needed to do. Of course, there's a hole there. Oh no, wrong piece. At least I caught it now rather than later. I don't really know what I'm building right now. It's definitely something. I might be building a toilet. That is actually a possibility. I seem to remember that there is a toilet somewhere in the Concorde. Like in the set, not in real life. I assume that there was a toilet in real life as well. I know that they got to places quickly, but not quickly enough that they don't need a toilet. But I don't know exactly what I'm building right now. I can see on the next page it goes on to the wing, but I don't know why. New Zealand's #1 export is milk. Interesting, I did not know that. I like milk, I wouldn't mind a glass of milk. Block. So I've made that. It seems to be some sort of wall. And it attaches to the top of the wing, which is curious. I assume I make another one mirrored now. That doesn't look... I don't understand the process yet, but I assume that this will be... Oh, bonk. I assume that this will be necessary at some point. Yeah, now I've just got to make a mirrored one. would have thought it. Played Tradle. I've never heard of Tradle. I do not play it. I don't know what it is. Well, enlighten me. What is it? Oh, you know what I'm very excited for actually at the moment. Obviously, if you'll type it, I will read your reply or your information afterwards. But I'm very, very much excited, and I've in fact gone to the level of pre-ordering Cities Skylines 2. I am so looking forward to that game. All of the information I've read, it seems to be really good. So I'm praying that it isn't a disappointment when it comes out. I am very much praying that it isn't a disappointment when it comes out. I'll have to wait and see, really, but. Yeah, fingers crossed. My fingers are very much crossed that it will be good. With new games, I know it's a risk to pre-order any sort of new game, but I was so excited I couldn't wait. It's a game where you have to guess the nation based on the OEC economic profile. Interesting. That actually does sound like quite a lot of fun. I used to play. It's a web game called I think it was called Nation States. It was just a browser game. You logged in every day or so, and you had to make decisions based upon things that were happening in your country. And if you fucked up, then you got executed or something. I believe somebody might remember that as well in better detail than I do. But a friend of mine also had it. One of my very close friends that I'm still friends with now, and we would every day we'd check in at lunchtime, whatever, at school. Oh, you still play Nation States? Awesome. I kind of didn't think about whether it'd still be going, but I can imagine so. Am I remembering it correctly? I could be completely misremembering and lying about what it was. I'm from what I remember, that's what it was, but I could be wrong. Right, I made another one of these. And hello, Elisa. By the way, I forgot to say hello, but hello. How are you doing? You all right? So now there are 2 bits of thing. We have another Concorde fan. Concorde have a tricycle landing gear configuration. The mechanism you're now building will trigger the main landing gear situated in the middle of the delta wing. Interesting. Well, now at least I know what I'm building. I need 2 long triangular things. Well, not long particularly, but longish. I'm putting those on the wing here. Hey, how you doing? Oh yeah, I heard that the from what I was seeing in the group chat I'm in before we actually started streaming, the BTCC was quite interesting today. There was a lot of shocked, explicit. You know what the word that I'm looking for that I can't pronounce. I don't have to embarrass myself any longer. What on earth am I making? I've made. Oh, I'm guessing that this is the actual landing gear itself. Wow, you played it. I didn't know it had been going that long. It was something I was introduced to by this friend of mine, and we played it for it was probably a good year or so. But eventually we just kind of forgot about it. But I have fond memories of it, definitely. Jeez. Yeah, I literally hadn't thought about it for probably 5 or 6 years until this conversation just now. It was mad. And I will definitely be messaging my friend afterwards saying, hey, I wonder what's happening to our country and nation states. Or our countries. They will have both had some sort of horrific revolt and we will have been beheaded. I don't think we ran them very well in anyway. I'm assuming that this is more landing gear, like the actual gear that will hold the wheels itself that I'm making right now. Hey Netzrak, how you doing? By the way, if anyone sees any activity in the Discord, in the Throne channel, if anything comes through, do let me know, because the Streamlabs doesn't seem to be working, so I'm not getting notified when donations are coming through, which is annoying. Just if you happen to see it, it's nothing particularly urgent, but I wouldn't want someone's donation if they do make one. Obviously, you do not have to, but just saying, if anyone does, I would not want it to go missed. See you, Floyd, or Floyd fan. Take care, and good luck with your nation state's nation. I hope it doesn't collapse into turmoil like mine undoubtedly has. So, how have I misaligned that? It's literally, there's only one way it can go. Am I some sort of idiot? No? Does it not go through? Oh no, it does. I am just some sort of idiot. Alas, the world has not changed. I have not become smart. I have not become good at Lego. This is still the same old... Yeah. And that goes through... there. Then on the other side we have another one of these. God, this set is so complicated. I mean, I know that there are undoubtedly much more complicated Lego sets, but to me this just seems a bit, whoa, what on earth am I doing, you know? I'm not used to stuff this complicated. Right, that seems correct. And then I've got to... And I will read chat again in just 1 second once I've done this step. Because I can see that there's been a few messages. That's the corner of my eye. Oh, right, so there's so many things that are rotating in this set right now. Oh, okay, no, these ones are locked in place, never mind. Or not, no, they're not. No, still rotates in 2 different ways. Simon Ingram is the only guy on track to get this started, but we're done. We need DNS from Saturday. Ah, okay. Got home from work and got tomorrow off. Oh, nice. This is Ingram we're talking about. Flights a bit. Yeah, I will not pretend that I follow BTCC particularly much anymore. I definitely used to, but it's not something that I've followed as much in the previous, well, for a number of years now, if I'm honest. I used to enjoy it a lot. I just kind of didn't. I don't know. I used to. Back, when there were the eBay BMWs, the 1 Series, I used to watch it a lot then. But then, as stuff developed and we got new drivers and things like that, I just kind of didn't really keep track enough to have much of an opinion about it anymore. So what I've just made here is, I'm trying to show you this. So it's this thing that hooks onto there and also to there, so it kind of bends around. I don't have any clue how this works really, but I have a feeling that it's going to culminate in having one single thing that I can twist that will make all the landing gear go up, and it would be brilliant. Oh yeah, well I mean I know that I kind of know that it's the landing gear itself. It's just I don't understand exactly how this ends up with it working the way it will work, you know? Oh god. Be able to do things, please me. Oh, I'm sure it will be fantastic. I'm excited. No, didn't drop it. I'm excited to see how it ends up being as fantastic as it will be, you know? I think it's both a good thing and a bad thing that I want to do this whole thing on stream. Because otherwise I'd probably do it all in one setting, or all in one sitting, sorry, and then I would end up, number one, not having particularly savoured the building process, and number two, having a terrible headache or something, and then not having fond memories of it, But at the same time, it would be very cool to just be able to say, finish now, displayed, all that. But I will have to wait. Something gratifying. It's about the journey, not the destination. You know what I mean. Right, that's like that. Okay, so I'm literally just making a mirror image of the previous part. No, like other way. There we go. That's always a bit of a pain, I don't know why. Bang. Right. That's that. And that goes through. Through there. And then on the bottom we have another one of these. Think? Yes, and then that goes over the brown bit, and then this piece goes over the top of those two to lock those together, and then this mounts like that. Right, and then that's two of those that are mirror imaged. I'm just going to put this down. Yes, he does. He does look quite ominous. Let me just place that down like that. I'm going to tie my hair up again and stretch my back because it aches. Oh, goodness. Ugh. He does look a bit ominous though, yeah. My chair is falling apart. I have bits of chair falling off and bits of wrist rest falling off. Oh, that's the end of that bag. So we are on to bag 5. Got two spare bricks that go into the little brick bag. One that I just dropped. And bag 5. Sorry, that was probably very loud. I very much apologise. Well, I would, except that I have a possible. I've been offered. It's nothing concrete yet, but the possibility to replace my chair with the seat out of a Saab 99 Turbo, a bright orange, very comfortable seat as a chair, which would be cool, and so therefore that is what I would like, if possible, if it does happen. But no guarantees. But I don't want to end up spending money on a different chair if I do end up getting that Saab one, converted as an office chair. We will see. Oi, get back to work, you. What do you think you're doing? Isn't it your last shift? Doesn't it? It doesn't really matter if you get told off, does it? Well, I guess you do want a good reference at the end, but. Eh? Oh, okay. I'm unable to read. That's my problem. Ah, that's. I would just like to make it clear for the record. I never said that. There's a possibility I may have strongly implied that. No, I'm kidding. And this bit, oh, I need to actually have the plane. That would be helpful. Like, oh, that bit's coming off. I'm trying. There's not really a good place to lay this down, like a good position to lay it down from anymore, which is a bit of an inconvenience. But oh well. There, and then I've got a reverse version of that same thing going this way. There we go. It's always annoying when so many of the bricks look similar and you're looking for one specific thing. My sources have just told me that she's been caught on her phone and unceremoniously fired and thrown out into the street. This is very unfortunate news, but it's not my problem. I'm kidding. I hope I have a proper chance right at the end, like at the end of making the wing, to squeeze it all together and make it all fit nice and well. I don't know what I'm building now. I'm building a 3-pronged thing. Oh, I built the letter E. Would you look at that? It's my favourite letter. It's not. I don't really have a favourite letter. Comment down below if you have a favourite letter. Oh, I've got to make these all line up. Oh, that's going to be a pain in the bum. Ah, there we go. That wasn't actually as much of a pain in the arse as I expected. These long pieces to go over there, and then you spin it over. That looks correct. Then get a little dot here. I've not a clue what I'm building right now, but all will reveal itself, I'm sure, in due time. And then one of these. And then spin it over and then flap it. Yeah, I'm not a clue. I'm trusting the process, but I don't know what I'm making. You like the D? Oh, letter-wise, yeah. Good to know. Good to hear sound. Don't worry. And then this has to air? Wait, I'm gonna have to study this. Got to go somewhere, but I don't know how it goes in the place that it... Oh! Okay, never mind. I got it. Yes, you did. You did sound... I somewhat predicted. I didn't want to make a baseless accusation, but then again, you were involved. It was a very much baseful accusation, which to me is the opposite of a baseless accusation. Thank you, Netzrak, for the donation of 50, I'm guessing. I know that we've gone through this before, but I have poor memory. Danish kroner? Do correct me if I'm wrong. But it is very much appreciated. Let me Google to make sure I am correct. Danish kroner, I am correct. Or is it krone? I can never remember. No, I think it is correct. I'm going with what I said. I'm sticking with my final answer. I should be on a game show. One of my friends was on a game show recently. But unfortunately I can't reveal any more details because it has not aired yet. But he was on, it was the friend I was talking about earlier who I used to play nation states with. He was on a game show. Very interesting, I'm sure. I mean, he made some money out of it. He made decent money. He won a couple of grand, but yeah, I can't reveal any more details. Trust me. But if you're in the UK and you're a fan of Barry Walsh, at some point you will probably see him. But for legal reasons I can't reveal any more details. I couldn't tell you if it was the chase or not. This is all made up, by the way. I promise. I don't think it's wrong, actually. I've lost my brick. I can't find the one brick I need. This is concerning. Oh, I found it. Never mind, I'm just blind. Now I flip it over, and then I know the gist by now. Narrator, who does not know the gist? Where is it? Ah, there it is. Oh, we got another Concorde fact. The aircraft required custom-made white paint in order to dissipate the heat generated by supersonic flight. I did know that, actually. Because when they did there was a Pepsi advert that they did with it, and they had to, I seem to remember they had to fly it slowly or something, because they put a Pepsi livery on the Concorde, and it would have, or on a Concorde, and it would have burnt off, I believe, if they'd gone at full speed. Or was it that they had to use custom paint to stop it burning off? I can't remember, but it was one of the two. We go with these little pieces that have stripes on them, which is a bit bizarre. You would have thought that would be just a sticker that you apply yourself, but apparently they have little white pieces with stripes. Yes, once again, thank you, Netzrak. It is greatly appreciated. I went off on a bit of a tangent there, but I thanking you properly. Ooh, okay. What am I making next? Walls. I'm making walls. Not walls. Walls. I do like walls. They're very cute. If not pet, why cute? Question of the day. A question that scientists to this day cannot answer. I'm making kind of a strange contraption thing made out of blocks going higher and higher. I mean, it is a wall. I didn't state that correctly before, but that should be the same height as that. It is. It's not particularly structurally sound, but we have this piece now. Ah, and that has like cutouts for the moving parts. Interesting. I've got to make another one. I knew that I the moment I said that, I thought someone is going to make. I thought it was going to be Sound who would make the pun, to be completely honest. But someone else managed it. I'm sorry, Sound. Oh no, you did make it. You're the message above. I didn't. For fuck's sake. Example number 5 million of me not being able to read. Why does this not fit where it's supposed to fit? Oh, it does. We have more wing. All of this has been on the wing, by the way. You'd think it would be simple, but the way that they've done it is not simple. Now making probably more wing, I would have to guess. You know what I might do to be better from the back, because this is somewhat painful. Remove the chair. I'm gonna go on my knee. The Concorde is also like 80% wing. Yep, that is true. You're so excited and you just can't hide it. I very much am. Yeah, you know what? This is more comfortable than this. Probably won't be more comfortable for long, but for now. Life is always more comfortable on no. Of course, I do not need to tribute to me. Brand like no. Lego is possibly, well, no, in fact, definitely, I would say the greatest toy ever created. So they should be proud. It should be I assume it probably is a sort of national pride. I would have to guess, right? I know if it was probably Britain came up with it, it would be, whoa, we made Lego simple as one Lego set and 2 World Wars, do that. Yeah, you get the gist. That is exactly how it would be if it was anything even slightly British like this. Where's the block that I'm looking for? There we go. And then another 2 bit. I was thinking this was going to be a thing I have to make 2 of, but I think this is actually just making one long one. Yeah, because they're symmetrical. I wonder, do you reckon, because I don't know how they design Lego sets, do you think that they use like an AI at this point? Like, as much as AI, everyone dislikes it, surely they have to have some like ultra efficient AI that comes up with the best way to make Lego sets. Like, that seems like an actual good usage, right? Or am I dumb? Because that seems like it could be quite smart. Like, it comes up, you know, you give it a list of your bricks, and then you say this is what I want it to generally look like, and it spits out some possibilities. Or do they actually design it? Do they have like proper engineers who design it by hand? I don't know. I'm genuinely curious about that. Well, not design it by hand, but like come up with the sets. Because I know that people come up with custom Lego sets, and as far as I'm aware, I know there's programs that you can use rather than having to actually have all the bricks yourself. You kind of build it in the program, and then take it from there. But I don't know if that's what they use to make proper, commercial Lego sets, or if they use AI or whatever. I don't know. I'm curious. If anyone knows the answer, I would be interested to hear it. Another blue piece. There's a lot of blue and red being used in this. I'm guessing because it's both the Air France colours and the British Airways colours, and they're kind of trying to keep it quite generic, but while also having a certain amount of the livery in it. Because I don't think... No, it doesn't come with a livery. It just comes... Well, it comes with a livery that just says Concorde on it. But... So it's not like an actual one of the liveries that it had. They're not replicating that. If I remember correctly, they're still entirely designed by people. They're also frequent design competition and occasionally higher competition. Oh, cool! The Lego name is actually an abbreviation of play good, which is Leg-Got in Danish. Interesting. I did actually know that because I remember watching the James May Toy Stories thing on Lego, where he made the giant Lego house, which was made 10 minutes from my house, and I went to see it while it was in construction. I didn't meet James May there, but I didn't get to see it once it was fully built. But I also didn't get if you watch the Toy Stories episode, they have people people from the surrounding areas coming to build some of the blocks, and I didn't get to do that. I mean, I was quite young. But I did get to actually go see it while it was under construction. It was a very impressive site. Just this giant, brightly coloured Lego house being built on a hillside. And then... no, that's how it's supposed to be. So it's not entirely fair. Oh, but... okay, that doesn't matter, because later on it changes. Put that down. Yeah, it's cool if it's made entirely by people still. It's just one of those things where I would imagine that they would probably be quite eager to come up with a way that it doesn't have to be entirely made by people. But maybe not. I could be completely wrong. In fact, it does seem like I am completely wrong, which is always good. And it happens often. Ow! That hurt. Oh, that's cool. That is actually cool. It does make me somewhat glad that it's still made entirely by people, because I know that there are some very talented people when it comes to making Lego sets. I mean, there's one that I would like to do at some point. Somebody made a Volvo 240 set, but obviously you have to get the bricks yourself, and I don't. When I was younger, I used to have like big boxes of bricks, and I could probably cannibalize a lot of those, but I don't anymore. So I would have to go out and buy all the individual bricks. It probably gets quite expensive, and there's probably some that you can only get. I mean, I know that LEGO lets you order bricks on their own through their service thing, don't they? Top. I'm going back to the chair. Actually, I could just put pillows by these. Let's try it first. Oh, that's better. And then this goes on top of that. Lip. Nice. Just going to touch it up again because it's falling down again. Actually, I'll just leave it. Blocks. I'm assuming this is more of the wing. I mean, there is a lot of wing in Concorde. Is the music a bit too loud? I can turn it down if it is. Maybe it's just I'm a bit too quiet. Yeah, I'll turn the music down a tad. Is that a bit better? Right, so that's this bit now. And then I turn it around, and then I get the big piece with two... I think it's probably not, the music probably hasn't got any louder. I probably just got a bit quieter as I'm no longer sitting in the seat, so I'm a bit further away from the microphone. I could turn up the microphone if necessary. Let me try moving it. Oh no, it's as close as it will get. But again, this is not the correct microphone for the job, to be honest. It's very directional and all that. Oh, I'm glad you approve of the music choice. I absolutely love the Half-Life soundtracks. Half-Life 1, 2, Alex, all good. They're very good studying music, I used to find, before I gave up with studying. Oh, it's almost entirely gone. Right, well, let me turn that up, and let me turn myself up. Right, is that a bit better? We'll see. We will see if this is better combination. Next page. Flip it over. So now I've got this. I'm guessing that this is like the kind of pouch for the front, not pouch, but the place where the front landing gear goes in. I have to apply this. Oh my god. To this. Oh goodness. This is interesting. What is the correct procedure for doing this? stand it upright. I don't want to break it, but I also want to make sure they all go up. Ah! Right, that looks good. Bloody hell, this is a big, very big Lego set, isn't it? And now we're on to bag 6. Well, it's not too bad progress. I mean, we're less than 2 hours in. I believe, yeah. Let's have another glass of water. And we've got 6 bags, or we're on to bag 6. And we have a fun fact. Wait, well, let me open this and then I'll read out the fun fact. I'll clear off all the bags later. Right, that goes over there. So it says, the classic Concorde silhouette comes from a very real technical problem, the balance between minimising drag and generating lift on a supersonic wing. The solution, Concorde's ogival delta wing, a modification of the delta wing designed to increase efficiency at lower speeds. I don't know what the word ogival means, but I'm guessing, well, I understand the technical problem is the fact that delta wings create very little lift at low speeds. And so obviously if you're a passenger plane, you need lift at low speeds. That is how it works. But I did not know that the word ogival, I don't know. I did not know that that word was a word, and that's what came into play. You learn something new every day. This wing is looking mighty impressive. It is also about the size of my head, which is a little concerning. I've got another, oh no, it needs to be one with a certain limit at the top. Wow, okay. I'm wondering at what point we move on to the fuselage. I'm guessing there's not. Just trying to push all the blocks together so it all goes in. Wow, would you look at that? And now we have these pieces. Yes. Because these pieces have all got holes in them, so I can get this long thin piece straight through. It's the shape of the window, so it has round edges compared to TU-144, which is straight. Okay, so it's the round edges that do it. Because the TU-144, I believe, from what I remember from watching mustard videos and stuff like that, I could be completely wrong, I'm not pretending to be some sort of expert, was the kind of Russian, or the Soviet answer to the Concorde. And it was, at least from what I remember reading, it was quite sketchy. A lot less comfortable to be in, and a lot more dangerous. Probably quite cool. But correct me if I'm wrong, I could be misremembering. I have been known to do that in the past, many times, many hundreds of times. See you next rack, take care, it's been great to see you here. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I've dropped a block. And on the other side, this is going to look so cool when I got it on display. What an awesome thing this is! But look at it, it's so massive. I mean, one side of the delta wing is the size of my head. Crazy. And I've got to place it down again. So next, I've got to get one of these long pieces. Red piece and then a white piece, combining into this, And then this should be the length. Yeah, that's the crack. Okay, so I'll make another one before I crack it. That goes over the top there, and that goes over the top there. The 144 was a classic Soviet nonsense. We need the thing. We need X money and Y time. You can have half X and a quarter Y. Exactly. You got to admire their engineering. Balls, basically, is the easiest way of summing it up. It reminds me of what was that? I know it wasn't a Soviet thing, but that was the plane from World War One, the one that had like the. Oh, I'm going to sound so cringe, but they have one in GTA, and it had like the tiny little prop, and then the giant rocket. Basically, it was basically just a rocket bomber, and I seem to remember it killed like most of its test pilots because the rocket was powered with like corrosive acid or something. And if you landed, it would just kind of explode inside the cabin, and then you'd be killed. I think there's a Kixer video on it, but just things like that where it's like. Yeah, I'm sure this will do. Yeah, it's fine enough. Okay, so we made a thing that barely works. We need more time to refine and test before we built 50 of them. Exactly. I mean, it was probably the whole thing was made so that they could arrive at some conference somewhere. So the Soviet premier could arrive at a conference about something and get off a supersonic jet, and the West will go. But underneath, it was probably quite terrifying to be in, or to fly, or to be anywhere associated or near. But as long as it accomplished its one goal of getting Khrushchev or whatever to step out of it at a conference on something, and he looked cool, and made the Soviet Union appear more competent than it was, then it accomplished all it was necessary for, really. So like the Zeppelin, basically, yes. Yeah, Zeppelins were very much a cool thing. If I made my own game set in some Fallout universe or something, Zeppelins would also play a massive part because they're very, very cool, but they're completely stupid. And every time I remember that the US had its own like Navy Zeppelins and stuff, and they just used to explode every once in a while, and everyone was just like, "Oh, well that happens. That's a shame. We've lost another one." Wasn't it like the original Bermuda Triangle mystery was also a part of why it became so mysterious was because a Zeppelin went missing looking for the plane, but they just do that because they explode sometimes. They're completely ridiculous creations, but I do love them. And if anyone is selling a small Zeppelin, I would be happy to take. Also, I just love like big technical engineerings, really. A Zeppelin racing game during World War One would be absolutely incredible. But yeah, I just love big feats of engineering, giant ships, and big planes. I'm still every week or so I remember the fact that we've lost the Antonov. What is it? The AN 140B, or I can't remember the technical name. The one that was destroyed. The massive one. I feel embarrassed that I can't remember the name, but every time I remember that is now gone. The AN 225, that was the one. Very, very sad to remember that they're no longer in use. Well, not that it's no longer in use, that it's fucking destroyed. Yeah, depressing, sad. Yes, hovercrafts as well. I love hovercrafts. I think hovercrafts are absolutely awesome. And I went to the Isle of Wight a while ago, and I was very disappointed to remember the fact that they don't do hovercraft car transport over there anymore. I do need to be on a hovercraft at some point, though. I will find an opportunity to go onto one. Yes, the cross-channel hovercraft as well. That's really sad that it's no longer a thing. Did you see the British airship? It was worse. Oh, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. The thing I find funniest about airships is when you see people like walking them like it's a giant floating dog or something. I find it so funny. That was just like the best way to maneuver them was for a bunch of people to grab a rope and just pull it along like a dog. Why won't this go together? The Ukrainian Uber Goose. Yes, that. Hey Nick, how you doing? Hope you're alright. Are you? Why won't this piece go together? Am I stupid in some way? I can't get this thing. This thing should fit together, but it won't. Ah, there we go. Mormon HD. But yeah, I'm good. I'm enjoying very much making this. We have a giant delta wing. But yeah, giant engineering feats are always very cool. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, but they don't take vehicles. I will have to do it at some point, though. I will make it a day trip or something. In fact, there is a small chance that I might end up working in Portsmouth at some point soon. I've applied for something that is in Portsmouth. So, if I am there, then I will have literally no excuse not to. But yeah, I do love hovercrafts. It's a shame that they no longer do the cross-channel ones. It's unfortunate. But when you say if you hurry, I assume that means that they're going away soon. As all fun things do, they eventually just get scrapped because they're not the most profitable things in existence. Like the sea cats between the cross-channel. Is it the sea cats, the fast ones? The catamarans. And they're it's like, oh wow, look at this. It's not as fast as the hovercraft, but it's more. No, it doesn't make all the money. Go in the bin. Bloody bastards. I hate bureaucrats. Not even bureaucrats, I just hate politicians. I hate penny pinching bastard companies. Hampshire is scary, yes, but it's a small price to pay for hovercraft and for money. I like jobs which well, I would like a job that would earn me some money, you know. I feel like that was probably a bad place to put that down. Oh no, it hasn't bent the frame. This is getting quite large now. I'm kind of having to use more energy to figure out where I can actually fit it. Oh yeah, do you see? Do they still do them to Belfast? Because I seem to remember that it was the catamarans that I just remember from the Top Gear episode where there's the Twingo, and at the end I think the ferry. I'm going to sit up on my chair again. The ferry that he that he does miss was dangerous. Was a catamaran, but I don't know if they still do them. I would imagine just like anything else, they're gone. Sea cat died because they couldn't take any freight at all. Okay, that does make a bit of sense actually then. I guess that's probably quite a large percentage, but still sad to hear, personally. Oh, I've got to spin this round. Phew, I thought I messed up. Right, I'm applying this piece. I assume maybe the landing gear comes down from here. I'm just going to have to tie my hair up again because it is getting on my nerves. Yeah, I do like engineering feats. I also like engineering disasters. I've been meaning to get into, so without giving too much away, there's a chance that I will be doing, well there's actually, hopefully, tomorrow we'll be recording a collaboration with another YouTuber on something very, very cool. But from talking to him, he recommended, I think it's a podcast, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Well, There's Your Problem. And I've heard that it's good. I've been meaning to listen to it. Does anyone else listen to it here? Can anyone else, second the recommendation, as it were? As for the hovercraft, I can't see official announcement of planned end of service, but yeah, you are right. It can't be particularly easy maintaining them. God damn it, I opened the window because I'm boiling hot and there's bloody children screaming. Oh, we're on to bag 7 already. And we have no spare bits from that one. 7. Oh, this looks like bits of fuselage and stuff. Let me know if I'm... Sorry, that was quite loud. Let me know if I'm too loud or something now, because obviously I've sat back up and I'm probably a bit closer to the mic. In fact, I might... Ooh. Right, that might be a slightly better volume. But yeah, I do love hovercrafts and all of that. Oh, what's the one that I've always wanted the Soviet one that the kind of, it wasn't a hovercraft, but it used the jets. There's that one in the Baltic Sea. What is it? Baltic Sea. Chronoplanes. The chronoplanes. I would love to go visit the one single chronoplane, I believe, but it's not happening. So for this next step, I've got to remove these orange things that I assumed were the engines, but apparently aren't. But yes, chronoplanes were a very cool thing that I wish they made more of. Or really any of. Although I say that, it's not like they would have made them in this country anyway, so I would never see one either way. There'd be some very obscure Soviet invention. Oh man, I've probably already said before, but I was a while back I was dropping my parents off at Gatwick Airport, and parked in one of the long stay car parks, because you can get like an hour's free there, and or 2 hours free. And I ended up just spending about 2 hours there plane spotting, which is a very fun activity, and I will be doing more of at some point. But we were there, we arrived, and I pulled out my phone to record, and the moment that I started recording, one of the planes that, because you're directly in this car park, you're directly under the flight path of planes landing. I'm going to close the window again because children are screaming. For God's sake. And I look up, recording, and there's it's the fucking A380 that just comes into land directly above my head. It was absolutely incredible. Apparently they don't, there aren't many of them, and I know that the A380 is, in terms of inventions, not the most special of things, but I still think it's very, very cool. Where am I putting these bits? There. Okay, sorry, I've just been making these little yokes, and I've got to put them over here. They built 3 chronoplanes. One was dismantled in the 80s, the other was half finished and sits in a warehouse, and one is rotting on a beach. Yeah, I've seen videos of the one on the beach. That's the fact that you can just kind of hike out there and see it, I think, is incredible. But it's very much in a state of disrepair. Who knows if it's still there, to be honest, but just such a mad invention, isn't it? I swear if you made it sound cool enough, you could... I might be a fucking idiot. I swear if you made it sound cool enough, you could get anything greenlit back then. I mean, what was that? There was those, what are they called? The Rotodynes, the ones that were like half plane, half helicopter. I'm sure Nick will love those, because he's a massive fan of helicopters. I don't know if everyone knows, but if Nick is still in chat, he's a massive, huge helicopter enthusiast, in fact. But yeah, Rotodynes, cool. I wish they'd made more of those. Hi Martin, you okay? The cafe at the Belfast Arcade has a view over the runway of the city airport. Unfortunately, nothing bigger than an A320. Oh, that's unfortunate. So at least it's a cool place to go to see, some aircraft landing. Oh yeah, sorry Nick, I must have been mistaken. I thought that you were a massive fan of helicopters. Is that not true? Ah yes, Concorde. Oh God. Okay, no, we're fine. I just tried to lift it, and don't lift it from there. Don't. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. We can line this back up. It will go back together. Jesus, that scared the shits out of me. I've got to take these corner bits off. Oh my God. Okay, we're all fine. Minor panic averted. Don't lift it up by the front of the wing. If you. Whoa. Okay, that was a scary moment. I'm now going to try and line it all back up again with even more bricks to line up, which is. There. Ah, there we go. Ah. Wait, no. Oh, I'm going to have to remove like all of the side bits now, aren't I? Oh, cock. No, okay, I do have to do it all in one. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, that understandable, Nick. I think helicopters are cool personally. I don't see what the big fuss is about, but I guess you have your reasons, you know. Right, let's line those up. So those are both. No, don't fall off. Oh, don't fall off. Oh, this has all gone to poo. I'm hoping when it's all made, like all complete, it'll be more structurally sound. There's a joke I'm sure that someone's going to make, than it is now. But at the moment it's slightly stressful. Oh, stop coming undone. Trying to get these edge pieces back together. Why is that the hard bit? No, there isn't much. Shit. How am I going to get this all back together? I just have to put the clue on here. Because I realise what it is. It's because these pieces here are held on with stick things, you know, going through them rather than being attached to the blocks above and below. So it means that they have room to rotate a bit, which means it doesn't fit together quite perfectly. Oh, and now that's getting... Why are you getting attached to... I'm not stressed at all. If I can make it mostly line up, I've got to make it completely line up. Is that together? Okay. All good, we're all good. Push. Right, we have a wing in one piece once more. That was scary. Don't pick it up like that, is my message. I have no idea where I got to. Oh, I just attached this piece. I think? Yes. Oh, I was going to go and turn the light on it. Because it's getting a little bit dark in here. Jesus, why did that happen? I always wanted that standing up there as a little backdrop thing. That scared the shite out of me. Remove all this, fix it back in, sort it out after the stream. Right. Pick up carefully. This is the correct side. Oh, that was stress I did not need really with that, because I was worried that I'd have to like take apart half of the thing to get it back together. But apparently not, thank God. And it's still not entirely but I guess it's never going to be. It's Lego, I guess that's just how it is. What? So the next thing involves these. It has like a no diagram and a yes diagram. I have no idea. Oh, okay, right. So the difference is that these ones have little dots here that I assume are windows. So I think I'm starting on a fuselage. Cool. So I want it these like that. I need to get two of these little linking pieces, I guess you could call them. And link those two. Do they have both? Yeah, they both have windows. Right, so those are linked together. I've got to flip it over. Right. I don't really understand where we're going from here, but Sure, I'll figure it out. I've got a big brain. Right, let me move the actual big pieces. The wing can go over there. Or the wings. Is it one wing? I'm guessing I'm never sure whether to refer. I think I'm doing it somewhat interchangeably between calling it a wing and wings, because I don't really know. I guess it's one delta wing, so it's technically wing singular, but it's not entirely clear. Why will this not go in? Ah, there we go. So I need one long thing. There we go. And then one spinny ball. What would you say? Would you people say it's one wing or two wings? Right, that goes flat. And then next I need one of these and two of these little kind of bridge looking pieces, I guess. I don't really know what purpose this is serving. Oh, maybe it's part of the interior. And this goes here. And I need two more flat pieces, flat blue pieces in the interior. Weird, but again, I trust the process. And I need two more of these little bridge pieces. Maybe that, yeah, maybe these are kind of supposed to mark like the different cabins or something in the interior. And then this. Oh, and then I have to push. Ah! So you have to put these little bridge pieces in to hold this ball, so that when I push this long piece, it goes all the way through. Uh-huh. The little orange element not only connects the drive shaft of the main landing gear, but can also be used to take apart your LEGO model when you're ready to build something else. Interesting. I don't really understand how, but I'm sure they're not wrong. There we go. I'd say building the wing and then the port starboard wing, which is somewhere in between, doesn't really make sense. Well, yeah, I'd probably be somewhat similar if I remembered which one was port and which one was starboard. But either way, I don't really know if there is a full-on proper way of doing it, you know? Can I use this to poke that through? There we go. Right, that's... Now I have this kind of one thing running all the way through here, which is a bit... Oh, there we go. Right, that's that. So this, I can turn this and it rotates all of that. This feels like Dale. No, this isn't Dale music. What does that even mean? Right, whether we use two more bridges. To go around the edges. Okay, so I don't think this is the cabin line. Well, at least I seem to remember the cabin is supposed to have bits of detail, and obviously this would not be able to be detailed. If you see what I mean. Maybe it's the top half, maybe the detail's only in the bottom. I don't know. I will have to wait and see. But I'm not a patient person. So we're on step 125 now. I don't know if that's far through, or I didn't see how many steps there were. Let me have a look in just a second and kind of gauge what percentage we are. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. If we were Huntingdale, this could be appropriate music. 436. It ends at over 500, so we're about a quarter of the way. Oh my god. Yeah, well, okay, well, we're page 90 out of 273, so maybe that means that the steps in the future will be easier? Walking Dogs Tuesday? Yeah, that works for me. I can do that. Oh, poor Amara, I miss her. Right, Saab refers to the vegan as having a singular wing, however it refers to the canards as individual wings. Okay, so it's somewhere in between. No one really knows is what I'm getting from that. Right, so then I get one of these yellow pieces and put one of these pieces into it. And then that goes through the top of there. And then to the other side we put a wheel. How? I'm trying to work out. Ah, like that. Ah, so I can spin this and it rotates everything. Mars, surely your music involves danger and someone like careless whisper. You're not. No, that's not appropriate. Right, and then this one has to be a a piece without windows. Right, that's all linked up. I assume I'm going to have to make it another... Oh, no, apparently we put that down for now. So flip this over, that's all there. And a big piece goes like that. And flip it over again. Eh? Oh, there's another. Okay, never mind. Idiot. It sounds like music get weird with. No, I don't want to be. No, and he's not. No. There are so many things that you people are saying that I'm not repeating because it is disgusting. Toilet bowls of mines. Toilet bowls. Looks like Lado's narrow. It actually does, yeah. And if you haven't heard already, Lado has a boat. Well, he will be moving into a boat at some point soon, which unfortunately means he will be no longer in most filming things because I don't know what kind of internet he will have, but it probably won't be good. So, which is unfortunate. But I'm happy for him. If it's what he wants to do with his life, then he can be my guest. You know, no, that's not really what I meant to say, but what I'm trying to say is, do you, man? That's what he's doing. He needs to do a bumpy cosplay. I think he kind of is. I mean, aren't we all doing a bumpy cosplay at the end of the day? No, I don't know what that means either. Don't try and read too deep into that. Ah, so this is like a hinge, I think. So it will hinge out, like, you know? Two circular things. Man, I'm hungry. Well, I guess I mean, I would be honoured to be bumpy, really, at the end of the day, so if I woke up tomorrow bumpy, it would be a good day. Bumpy's just such a solid bloke. Oh. Right, and then we attach this now to the main assembly. So I guess this works as some sort of hinge to open the whole thing. Would I? Yeah. Depends if Summer's still here. Like in the voice in the stream. That greatly affects my answer. So now I've got to get the wing like this. I've got to place. Eh? Okay, no, I'm going to trust it. I'm going to trust that this thing knows what it's doing, you know. No, don't do snapping noises. That is true. That is true. It is getting a bit awkward. I mean, if oh God, the alimony payments I'd have to make, I'd be bankrupted. I have a feeling that this is supposed to make one big spinnable thing at the end, and I don't really know how. That spins. Okay, so putting that in spins. If I spin this bit at the front that I've just put in, and this spins, like the black bit at the top here, I don't know if you can see it spinning, but that makes that spin. But I don't know how that makes the landing gear work. Oh, okay, so now it wants me to push this black piece in. Right. I have done that. I hope that's what I need to do. Oh! How can I angle this? Oh, what an incredible piece of engineering this is. Ha! This spins and extends the landing gear. How cool is that? Oh wow, this is awesome. Look. Oh, this is good. Awesome. This is so cool. This set is so cool. We've got 3 more spares for the spares bag. This set is incredible. Honestly, I didn't really... Well, actually, I'm going to stop speaking until I've hit this out because you probably won't be able to hear me. I mean, I wanted this set originally because Concorde just looks cool. I just like how Concorde looks, and I'd love to have a big Concorde, you know, even a model, but having a Lego set is even cooler. But now knowing that how this is engineered and how it works, this makes it even more incredible. I'm really a massive fan of this. The fact that you can put the landing gear down, I mean, how cool is that? It's a Lego set. So I have no idea what I'm making now. Oh, I chucked another Lego brick at myself. Yes, this should be a flat piece with 2 yellow dots, and then 2 of these yolks on top, and then that goes into this little gap here. Okay, right, before I continue, predictions. What is this? What is this going to become? Because it doesn't show me here. I think we're doing front landing gear. Lego designs are amazing, they show the amount of little detail. Exactly, yeah, the little details are just what makes this more incredible than just a normal model. Oh, okay. Well, we click this straight on. Let me read out. Well, it says we're about a third of the way through so far, by the way, I think. Yeah, okay. The length and slenderness of the Concorde pose a real challenge for Lego bricks, and to hold everything together, we use this fun little lock to hold the fuselage to the huge delta wing. Okay, so I've just spoiled what this is. This is a huge lock. Apparently, I don't really know how this is a lock, how this functions as a lock, but I guess we will see. That fits in there. So that goes on the front there. Maybe we put... No. Every time I think that I have it predicted what we're going to do, I am wrong. It's almost as if I haven't built this before. Sorry, it's a little bit difficult to show what I'm actually doing at the moment, just because this thing is quite unwieldy. I could try turning the camera. Sorry, I'm just having a drink. I could try turning the camera a little bit, but unfortunately you will not be able to see the fantastic Mr. the Fops. Right, is this better? I angle it down. This might be better. I think that's a better way of doing this. Now that, because this is quite big, I kind of have to hold it in my lap. LEGO headquarters are moving near you. That's very cool. Yeah, the things that nobody would complain if they didn't add, but they do add. So I'm going to rotate it around and then put back on these. I thought we removed these. We removed these little pieces, but the instructions say we've got to put them back on. They don't even look even. Oh no! Sorry, they are. That's how they're applied. But I'm guessing maybe it's because we were working around where they thought it would be too difficult to do it while they were on. I don't really know, but I guess we will see. Right, so next, got a 4 and a 2, and then tell you what, this is a message to anyone who's watching. Treat yourself to something today, if you can. I think that all of you deserve a little treat as a treat. This is me giving you permission to purchase that little treat that you wanted. Do it. You deserve it. Because if you are watching the stream, you are obviously putting up with a lot, and you are also probably extremely bored. Otherwise, you would find much better entertainment than me. So, I am begging you to treat yourself to something today, if you can. It's a 3-piece. What? Do not. How do I don't know how I sound like Blakey. I've heard Blakey talk many times, and I don't think I particularly sound like Blakey. I'm not saying that's a bad thing if I did sound like Blakey. I just don't really think I do. Just really want the new Ghost set and so much more. Okay, well maybe your treat for today is you are treating yourself to a PC in the future. It's a future treat. I don't know. It's just, life for a lot of people is very difficult at the moment. In many ways, I'm very, very lucky. Everyone is being constantly made to stress about things, and it's just like sometimes just a little thing for yourself can really uplift and improve. Even if you don't need it or whatever, if you take one piece of advice from me, which again is a very bad idea and I wouldn't recommend it at all. Feed your soul as well as your body, if that makes sense. Do something that you want to, even if the treat doesn't even have to be buying something. It's just listen to some music and dance around for a little bit. Just take care of yourself mentally as well as physically in the little ways, and remind yourself that you deserve things for you deserve, just for getting through things. You don't have to be doing anything particularly special to deserve treats and deserve happiness and all that. Everyone as a person does deserve it. It's not subjective you shouldn't have to meet any conditions to be able to allow yourself a break. I hope you understand what I'm saying, but world is quite difficult. Yeah, treat yourself by getting another iced coffee. I'm hoping to get a Hot Wheels rally car set in the next few weeks. Well, that's good. You deserve it. Exactly. What am I checking sound? Oh, sound, that's not a... Oh, StreamYard is really annoying. Sound, that's not a treat for you. That's a treat for me. That's not what I meant. For goodness sake. I mean, obviously it is appreciated, but that's not what I was meaning. Thank you. But that's not a treat for you. That's kind, but you shouldn't have. You should be treating yourself. Has the music stopped? I can't hear it. Okay, well, the music has stopped for some reason. Well, I can't... Oh, okay, if you can hear it. I'm going to start back from the beginning, because I would quite like to hear it. Why can I not hear this? Huh. I'm very confused as to why I can't hear the music that other people can. Let me try playing something else on YouTube and just seeing. Maybe my headset is, or maybe my speakers have turned themselves.
Today we're taking a look at some of the best bootleg product.
Okay, yeah, my speakers turn themselves off for some reason. I have no idea why they do that sometimes. I guess it's to save battery or save power or something. I'll go back to where we were at then. Right. I've confused myself here now. Where was I? Oh, okay, I remember. Oh, if you treated yourself to a few of your own items, that's good. That's good. You pounded me earlier. It felt great about it. Fair enough. Fair enough. If your treat for yourself is smacking someone who deserves it, actually, that's probably not advice I should be giving, is it? I do not want to be cited in a legal case. All I'm saying is, I don't blame you. I'm going to treat myself to some slices of cold pizza afterwards. And then, right, so I've got to move over to this long piece, I think, and then a 3 at each end, and then a 4 in the middle. Yeah, my speakers, I guess it's to save power, but they turn themselves off if they haven't been playing audio for a while. And I guess it was so quiet it didn't count it as still playing audio. I don't know, it's weird. I've never had that happen before. Yeah, strange. What? I don't think. I mean, maybe that's what Martin's saying. I didn't say that. I wasn't. That's not something I'm asking for. I didn't say that. If that's your definition of a treat, then maybe I should be worried. But yeah. Right, I'm making this. I assume that this is the front part of the wing now. I don't know why it's got some random orange in it, but I'm sure all will become clear. I hope I don't have as much of a pain putting this bit on as I did fixing the bit that I broke. Oh, it's very selfless. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can allow it. Oh. Occasionally I pick up a piece and end up launching a couple of other bricks across the tray, which is a little bit not ideal, as some person I know would say. This is going to be weak, isn't it? Right. That's those bits. Oh, that's. I'm forgetting which steps I've done now. There we go. Might just about get another bag done during this stream. That sounds bad. Oh, that's the wrong brick. That's supposed to be blue. Well, at least I have a chance now to use my brick removal tool, my trademarked brick removal tool. Ah, that's easy. That's really effective. I've got now 3 of them because I bought one and I got one with my last set and I got one with this set as well. But, you know, I guess it's always better to have too many brick removal tools than too few. That's all that steps. All those steps even. And then I've got to go that on top of there, and then a 3 block there, and then a big long flat piece across there, and then the opposite on the other side. I understand why Lego does all of these Amy streams. Yes. Oh, okay, so I removed the orange bits anyway. Right. I'm not really sure what the point of those was then. I spin it round, so it's like this. Oh, no, that piece is wrong. That's not the right one. It's supposed to be this one. I don't know how bad you are in Blakey's chat, but you are. You should be behaving. Behaving is always necessary. Is this correct? Okay, I think it is. It's just. Oh yeah, no, it's just the angle of the bricks. But yeah, I understand why Amy does all of these Lego streams. They're quite relaxing, quite fun. I imagine if you have a better setup as well, it's probably easier. But yeah, I might have to put myself looking for some more Lego sets because I quite like Lego again. I'm sure my family will be thrilled to hear I've repressed to a 6-year-old once more. First it was the stuffed animals, now it's the Lego, and they're not moving out. I would move out if I could. Maybe at some point soon. Fingers crossed. I do hope you excuse all the absolute bollocks I'm chatting. I really don't know what I'm talking about half the time. And the hot tub. And the hot tub. Those. Oh, and then these pieces go back on. You spin it around to like this. And these pieces go back on. Odd. Okay. Oh, I appreciate that, Martin. Ah, and then 2 more little pieces on the corners here. Cock! That's why you put support on the top when you're applying from the bottom. Don't take that out of context. Oh, I've dropped it. Right, so now I have this. This is how it's supposed to look, yes. And then I slide this whole thing onto the top here. Oh, careful, careful. Easy does it. Easy does it. I'm pushing this set quite violently into my own crotch. This is quite uncomfortable, but that looks pretty connected to me. Wow. Wow. This is cool. Oh no. I don't remember, Turbo, I do not remember promising that ever. What do you mean stand the wing on end? Like that? Probably, yeah, actually. But I don't want to, like, apply pressure from the top, and then if it, like, goes like that, if it falls, then it will just buckle down the middle, I worry. That's why the orange supports are there. Oh, is that the point of those? Are those literally just support beams? I thought they were the engines. Oh, well. Maybe I'm just doing it in a better way. I don't need support beams. Oh, kids these days always needing their support beams. I can do it myself. I don't know what I'm talking about once again. Right way. Yep, that's the right way. Is pinned on Amy's channel. No, yeah, but I don't think I said that. I have no recollection of saying that. Oh yeah, these literally are support beams because I've got to take them off again. Brilliant. So intelligent. Right, so now I need to flip this over. I need the long one and the yellow. Then these go together. Let me turn this around, and then this goes through. Oh, is it below there? Like that? I'm guessing that extends the. That extends the actual the thingy, you know, the thingy. Yeah, fucking brilliant one, mate. The landing gear controls. I do not need a Bob the Builder outfit. Everyone knows I'm a builder. It does not need to be made into an outfit to prove myself. Oh, this is going to be so huge. I'm somewhat questioning also, how am I only halfway through and I've done all of this? How can the rest of the plane be big enough to make this like less than halfway? It's quite concerning, really. Try not to think about it, but I am thinking about it, quite evidently. No, I don't already have one. And those go on top of the yellow symbols. There we go. That's those two. What? Oh, okay. No, never mind. I am unable to see with my eyes, as opposed to with my nose. And then this bit goes on top of this whole thing. Right, interesting. Okay, I'm guessing that's the end of this bag. It is! Right, well, we may as well start with bag 9. It doesn't look to be a particularly massive one. I can always find a resealable bag or something to put the rest of it in if we don't. Well, actually, I may as well I'll finish bag 9 and then that'll be the end of the stream. This can definitely, I will be, once I've finished, oh, I have tyres in there, I've got to be careful. Once I've finished with this, I will 100% be launching this to the sound barrier. I'm not going to be doing that, I would cry. I don't need more problems for future me. I literally have so many. Every week, every day in fact, I create a new problem for future me. Place that over there. Right, so the start of this one. Oops. Is. Can't find the pieces that I'm starting with. Or the piece, maybe, I don't know if it's. That was the right bag, wasn't it? Did I open the wrong bag? I might have opened the wrong bag. Oh, I opened the wrong shitting bag. That's 13. Cock. I went down One row too many. I went to 13 instead of 9. Right. Well. Let's move this. Bugger. Blast. Bound to make a mistake like that at some point. Right, well let's put those. I've got to be careful not to lose anything. I will get after the stream. I will get a Tupperware box right after the stream. But for now, I'm just going to put it on this, just onto this tray for the time being. Actually, should I pour it? Is that safe? That's safe. And then this can go over in the corner over there, and I'll find a box for that. Right, so let's open the correct box, the correct bag this time. This looks more right. Yeah, I will have I'm always welcome to new suggestions of good Lego sets. Let me put my... something just fell off. Bugger. Oh, it's just the edge of the wing. There. Right. So let's start correctly with this. And these. And I need to open this little bag. And these this little two-piece in the bottom. And that goes like that. And 1 and 2. I need to remember, doesn't every Lego book have like its own official name? Like they all have proper names. And I'm basically doing the same thing again. Then that goes over the top to lock that all together. That goes over the top, and then I'm repeating the same process again. I'm just basically making a patterned wall now. And then a third time. And then, oh, I'm on a roll, he says, because he's able to do a very simple task. Right, so it goes 3 up. Oh, wait, have I cocked up? I have. You fucking moron. I did have to say something, didn't I? Right. So it's like that. So it goes blue, white, black, blue, white, black, blue. And then instead of being... Oh, okay, I can easily disassemble this, but instead of being white... Back again. Yeah, it is very therapeutic, really. Sure, because of the focus you need and the immediate success you see why building it is good for your brain. Yeah, it is really satisfying to do. That's correct. Now I need to put it on top of this long one. Is that in the middle? Yes. Yes, it would be if it would go in. Yes. Right, so that's... Does that look correct? So it's going down, it's white, blue, black, white, blue, black, white, blue, white. White, blue, black, white, blue, black, white, blue, white. Yeah. And then 2 big walls next to it. And then these pieces building up here. And then this goes across here, and then this is okay. Oh, so I did do it correct. It just wanted me to do the bottom bit before I did the top bit. But I did actually do the correct process. Let me camera. Right, there we go. Yeah, so I literally do just have to keep going up the same way that I was doing before. You know, do you ever find when things are too similar, like they're too organised, so you're doing the same thing again and again? It's a very, because I'm pretty good with repetitive tasks, but when they're too repetitive, I find myself slipping up simply because I'm just not. I overthink it. I think, am I doing this correctly? Have I missed a step or all of that? It really screws me over a lot of the time. Where's the other one of these? There's got to be another one somewhere. Ah, there it is. Also, the feeling that you've been creatively engaged, like you spent your time productively, done something good. Yeah, exactly. Once I finish this, I'm going to feel brilliant. Once I finish the set, obviously, but once I finish this build, even. Did I put that in the middle already? I must have done. I just don't remember doing it. That's weird. Once I've finished this stream, I'm going to feel like $1 million because I actually did something that was somewhat productive. And we're doing it again. I do start to, when I'm doing the same thing again and again, I do start to dislike it simply because of the possibility that I've missed a step and not realised it. But I think I'm doing all right thus far. Oh, I've got to do another level. No worries, Simon. Good luck. Hopefully you get it rebooted pretty easily. I have had I have full sympathy with people with internet issues. I've faced it many times. Bloody Virgin Media. Touch wood. It's been actually pretty decent recently. I've had it conk out a few times, but it's normally come back up pretty quickly. But who knows whether that will last, or I just don't trust them. I just don't trust these bloody companies and their services. No, that goes there. Yeah, well, don't get your hopes up. I'm sure it will die again. There was a while where a couple Beam filming sessions I missed completely because it seemed like every time I got to join and we got ready to start, my internet died, and it's such a miserable experience. But luckily, again, touch wood. Ow. Recently it's been somewhat better. I wouldn't say brilliant, but it's been better at least. Because I don't care all that much about speed. You know, I get 250 down on Ethernet. That's perfectly fine for me. I get about 50 upload, which isn't great, but compared to the download at least. But it's fine. They're both completely serviceable. I'm happy with that. It's just reliability that annoys me. I just want it to be reliable. I'm not looking for 1,000 up and 1,000 down. I'm just looking for the amount that we pay for to actually work. And apparently sometimes that is just too much to ask. I mean, I still get cross over the memories of the 24-hour stream that was going so well, and well, mostly going so well. I was tired, obviously, but you know, I was showing no signs of stopping until my internet just completely cocked out. Obviously, I got to do like the alien isolation bit again the next day, which was good. But it just wasn't the same, you know. Well, actually, it wasn't just Alien. It was a couple. I think I did a couple games the next day. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but yeah, it's just not the same when your plans are ruined. When I hyped it up for so long, and oh well, no use crying over spilt milk. But yeah, hopefully there's a job I've applied for that I'm really hoping, well, it's an apprenticeship I've applied for that I'm really hoping I get, well, there's a couple, but I hope I get callbacks on and make some progress, hopefully, because it would be very nice to get some money coming in and to be able to move out, and that would mean that, yeah, while I would be working more often, I would also be more inclined to stream, because I wouldn't have to worry about other people in the house interrupting, and I'd be able to enjoy, you know, my time when I want to, so then I would have more time for streaming. You know, I wouldn't have to wait until, you know, later in the day when to go watch a show or something on the TV. I could just do it. I mean, I don't have to explain to you how houses work, but yeah, it would be quite nice. So we shall see. Cross your fingers, and I almost said touch your wood, but don't do that. Well, definitely just don't do that for me. Yeah. I don't know, what am I building? I'm guessing I'm building like the tip of the wing. It was alien and garlic phone. Ah, okay. Or garlic phone, sorry. Right, that looks mostly correct. And I've got to do 10 of these. Oh, my stomach's rumbling. It's saying stop talking, finish building, and then go get some scran. And I'm saying, yeah, fair enough, actually. Well, I'm going to have to tidy this all up in an orderly way. I mean, I'm glad I didn't open the bags. I can reorder the bags for next stream, you know, beforehand. 8 times this. What am I doing 8 times of? Oh, I've got to turn it around? Oh, these just support beams. These might just be support beams. What happened to the pieces that I removed? Like the support things, the orange ones. Oh, they're probably not necessary at the moment, but I can't remember where I put it. It might be on the other tray or something. Don't know. Oh, no, I put them back on, didn't I? I had to put them back on the actual set. Right, I've got to make 4 of these kind of orange doubles. Sounds like a drink. I want to go out. I want to have a drink. But everyone is busy. I will not make the mistake of almost getting kicked out for spoons because I posted it. It's a good job that the Discord was a lot smaller then, to be honest. Because when the Discord first opened, I went out and I got a bit drunk, and I thought it'd be a good idea to post the table of the place and the table where I was, so that, you know, you can buy drinks. I thought, oh, people might be nice, and send me some drinks. Went to the toilet, came back, and we were being told off and being told that if anyone ordered more milk, we would be chucked out. You can almost hazard a guess to who it was. It was Avery, and maybe Horde as well, but I think it was mostly Avery who ordered lots of milk. We didn't even get the milk, and we almost got chucked out. Which, it's a funny story in hindsight, but yeah, at the time I was a little bit anxious. Did not want to be banned from my local drinking place because of Avery and milk. Right, so what am I building here? Another contraption. I've got to put the fork in there. And then red on the end. I'm guessing this is another extender for the fucking thing. The landing gear swiveler. Oh, phone's going off. Right, and then this gets mounted behind there. Yeah, it was a fun story now, but at the time I was a little bit worried to ruin everyone's night because of milk. Here's another fact. This clutch was an elegant solution to ensuring that the forward and rear landing gears remain synchronised when your model comes into the landing. I didn't know we were making a clutch, but apparently we're making a clutch. Very cool. Very swag. I like it. Put these on here. Yes, that is not a mistake I will be making again. There will not be more opportunities to send milk and get me kicked out, because I know exactly what would happen. People would send milk and get me kicked out. What am I building here? A little thing. And I've got to do like the opposite. And then these go like so? Question mark? Yes. Sorry, it's quite difficult to make it visible on camera and all of that. I apologise. I'm trying my best with this. It's not something I do particularly often. Right, next. So I'm going to put that on top of that, and then on this side I've got a 4-piece, and then two twos, and then that goes over yonder. Cool. That clipped in nicely, satisfying. And that goes right at the front. So now I have like a perfect line for the twisty thing to go through. It can go all the way through there, which I assume would attach to there, and then yeah. I've got to get the bridge. The bridge piece goes here, apparently. Well, it's not even a bridge, it's just like a weird piece. And then I've got to get this, and then I've got to do this thing again, where I put 2 dots on top of this, and then put 2 things like that. Oh, it's not very straight, but I'm sure I can straighten it out eventually. And then that goes just there. Nice. Oh, and I'm doing this. I'm recognising some of the stuff I'm doing here. I don't really know why we're doing it this specific way, but I guess it must be the most efficient way of making whatever we have to make. I don't really understand, to be completely honest, but oh well. That's in, that's in. That's in. Alright, that's all clipped together. And then those 2 pieces there, and then there. Oh, no, never mind. There. That is the end. Oh, my back of that bag. So today's progress has been this and this, which will eventually, once it's all set up, clip on the front there. So we basically made the entire wing and some of the fuselage, which I would say is pretty productive. We've got to crack open another bag to do the rest of this mechanism that keeps these 2 in line when you turn everything. And yeah, I'm not going to start that today. It's been pretty good timing. But yeah, this is really amazing. What an amazing set. Thank you once again to Robot for and to everyone else who contributed towards this. This is bloody massive. I have no idea where this is going to go. I mean, I think it has a stand, which might help a little bit. But even so, I have no idea where this is going to go. But that's a problem for me and not for you to worry about. And I will be calling... In fact, I might just click this on the top here. No, that's not possible. Okay, I will be calling the end of the stream here. So, thank you all very, very much for watching and to listening and for talking with me and enduring my rambling and delusions and all that. I hope you all have a very good rest of your day and the rest of your week. There should be a video up. There should be a members only video up later today. I just need to make a thumbnail. It's something you've probably seen most of already, but it was a choice between editing it and not editing it and putting it out, and so you know, it's a members only video. I decided to finish it off. There's also a couple other things I need to edit and get out, so I should have a video out on Tuesday, and maybe another stream at some point this week, doing more of the Lego. I understand that those are a bit less popular, they're a bit more chilled out, but that's kind of the goal of them. So I will let you people know. But yeah, so thank you all very, very much for watching, and I will see you all at a later date. Bye bye.